What up, y'all? Nothing, just kicking it on a Sunday in the park. Got my man Tate. Let him know what your platform is.
Y'all can follow me at Tay Luciano Media. That's Tay Luciano Media. You know what I'm saying? Definitely subscribe up.
My man Tate. Word. We just kicking it. Drop the Vanilla Skies. What's going on? Zingard, what's good? What's good with you? Just here with my boy Tate. I think I love New York in the summer. Yeah, New York in the summer's cool. This your first time here?
First time here.
My boy Tate, first time here.
Definitely loving it, baby. You know what I mean? Definitely.
New York is one of them places in the summer that it got a special essence to it. It might not be what it used to be, but it's a special essence to New York. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
This is when people, you know, every day they want to stay fresh, even if they ain't got nowhere to go.
Yeah,
you know what
definitely. Yeah. I can see that. Yeah, I can most definitely see that. I noticed that when I got here, so.
Bridgeport in the building, was goody? Nothing, I've been away for a few days. See what y'all talking about. Hear the kids in the back.
It's nothing in here.
You think every place, like every summer is basically the same thing, but just in a different variations of what summer is to them?
Yeah, most definitely. Yeah, I feel like that. Hell yeah. Because of course, every city, you know what I'm saying, every city around the world, it's a ghetto, it's poverty, you know what I mean? So, yeah, but it's just that everybody, I would say, celebrates summer differently. But it's, it's all the same, you know what I mean, for the most part.
Yeah. Get them likes up. Yeah, like summer changed because due to gentrification, they took a lot of stuff that was fun. Like you can't do that big gatherings without having a permit and stuff like that. Where back in the days, a guy that had equipment can just bring his equipment outside the door, park jam.
Yeah.
You got a couple of hundred people within an hour or so. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But now it's just like you hardly even see them even. I'm surprised to even see kids on the basketball court right now. You know what I'm saying? Because due to the fact that technology, it took away from the playgrounds.
Yeah, I can see. Yeah. But that's always a good thing, you know what I'm saying? See shit, you know what I mean, kids at the park and, enjoying themselves other than, other things they could be getting into.
Yeah.
That's not, I guess you would say, negative or not productive.
Because I played in the same park at like 9, 10, 11, 10 years old. And on Sundays was like an event. You might have somebody moms out here sitting back here with the grill. This is when the gate was all the way. It wasn't nowhere for you to sit, so you either sat on a folded up t-shirt or your sneakers or whatever, your slippers or whatever you was gonna play in, and everybody came out here and played basketball. Like guys, like a lot of the N1 street ballers came from this park. Like Ali Mo and Headache, a lot of them grew up in this park. I grew up watching them in this park, you know what I'm saying? So
that's tight, yeah. So that is all the back of you know what I'm saying? It's a legendary, you know what I'm saying, a legendary
Yeah, it's
park.
a legendary park. Yeah, this is St. Nick Park. A lot went on in here. If these benches can talk, they'll tell you a lot.
Oh yeah. So I know. So definitely in the 80s, it was crazy.
Somebody said, not gonna lie, summer is also a way for people to get out of the house away from family members they might not rock with. I had good summers growing up. The summers is going past too fast for me.
Yeah, they is.
It's just feeling like 1 month.
Yeah. Shit do be, months do be flying by quick. Super fast.
Like the
It ain't used to be like that though.
Nah, summers used to take mad long.
Yeah.
Summers don't even give chance for kids to grow. You remember back in the days where by the time they get back to school, they done grew about 2 more inches or something?
Yeah.
You basically the same, like, it's going, the days, the hours is gonna pass so fast.
Yeah, it's totally different now. It's totally different now.
What years was the best summers for me? Like in the 90s, 93, 94, 95, 96, 97, 98. Those was the great summers, the 90s. I had some good summers in the 2000s, but in the 90s, I was relatively still a kid, so I was enjoying my summers more. I wanted to be outside. Now, I don't even be wanting to be outside if it ain't nothing to do.
Yeah, I could agree to that. Yeah. Wow, man. Oh yeah, man. It's definitely a good vibe. You know what I mean?
Like Times Square, it's like for the sightseers. You know what I'm saying? They like for the sightseers. Like Harlem, you catch it on a good day, you might like really get to see what the culture's about. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's still people that try to uphold the culture of Harlem, being that it's the mecca of a lot of things. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah, I can see that.
Yeah, it's sickening to see the summer bring out the worst in people sometimes.
Yeah.
See, the thing, I love the summer, but I like the winter even better. I like hibernation season. They give you a chance to sit back and think. You ain't got to do too much. Yeah, bunch of new music coming. Bunch of new music. Bunch of new music. I do not own the rights to that music. Somebody in the background playing that music. I am not playing that music. So don't flag me.
Don't flag it. Don't.
Because that's what YouTube would do. They'll hear some music. Like, I'm not playing the music. Like, I'm in a park. You know, it should be some rights for the people, like, they playing their music. I can't tell them to turn their music off. What was your best experience in New York?
I have to say, just being amongst the people though, for real.
Did you go to any restaurants?
I did. What restaurant did I hit? The one little, what is that? It's a little breakfast spot that I hit. I can't remember the name of the shit. Damn, what is that? I can't even think of the name of it. And probably just the buildings, you know what I'm saying? Just the different shit, the different
Because I know
things
you
that's
probably
here.
not used to seeing people live on top of each other.
No.
Like in some of these buildings, there might be 100 people in one building. You
See,
gotta
it used
deal
to
with
be
mad different personalities.
See, it used to be like that in Detroit and shit, but when the riots hit for us, like that was 68, right? So when the riots hit in Detroit, when niggas was wilding and all this and that, 1968, that's when the drugs just came through, just
They flooded.
yeah, you know what I'm saying? And young niggas was getting money, like the YBI niggas. A lot of them niggas was young niggas, 15, 16. I'm talking about niggas pulling up in Benzes and all type of shit and BMs in the 80s.
What I'm doing my research on, Detroit was relatively like a middle class city, right? Because everybody was working at the car plants and stuff like that, right?
The Ford, GM, you know what I'm saying? Other shit, the big three.
How did that die off? Like what happened? Like
That was like in Detroit. That was
bankrupt.
like the only industry. You know what I'm saying? And when all of that, and once all the bad shit started to happen, the auto plants started moving to the suburbs because see, the auto plants was in the heart of the city.
Yeah.
It was in the city. You know what I'm saying? But then a lot of business was, but people started leaving and moving to other states or moving to other parts of Michigan and to conduct their business because the city got so fucked up. Like it was so much shit going on. You know what I'm saying? And then like it was terrible. But before the riots, it was lovely. You know what I'm saying? But
How was the black entrepreneurial spirit was as far as Detroit as you was coming up? Was it a lot of black businesses?
it was more black.
Or do you remember even hearing from your moms and dad about how the businesses was? Like far as restaurants, stuff like that?
It was more black businesses, I would say. You know what I'm saying? It was definitely more black businesses. Hell, it was record stores and, you know what I'm saying, moms and pops.
Oh yeah, a
Record
lot of the
stores and
mom and pop
everything.
stuff died. Even in New York too.
Yeah.
That was the place like you don't got local record shops no more or little spots you can just go chill out in. We used to have like little local arcades, we call them game rooms.
Yeah. And then that shit died out, you know what I mean? But like where it's like a lot of empty spaces at in the city, like certain areas, that's where a lot of businesses was, or like apartment buildings and all type of shit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But it was dudes that was getting money back then too and stuff and shit.
Other park was so bad.
Come on, what was they doing? Mayana.
So what would you say is, if anybody could ask you, what is Detroit culture? From fashion to food, like what are y'all known for?
You know, man, like food, I would say Coney Islands, which is like Coney Islands, cause like you come there, it's a bunch of Coney Island is like restaurants, and that's like American food. So, but you could get like chicken pitas, chicken gyros, fries, burgers. You know what I'm saying? Fucking like Coney dogs and shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? With the
Polish and
yeah, with the mustard and shit like that, and this and that. Other than that, I would probably say like steakhouses, some shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Something like that. Fashion wise, it really all depends on. Now that it really kind of like depends on the person.
I went to some shit called cornbread.
Cornbread. Where? Like, was it on like six? Let me see. Cornbread.
It was like in a little. I forgot. I'll get the
Northwestern Highway. No, let me see.
Another place I went to, I forgot the name, but my man took me. The food was relatively good though. I remember that place called Cornbread.
Fashion though, it probably really like solely depend on the person, but back then it was, you know, like fur like, coats, gator boots.
Like growing up, what was the must-have sneaker being from Detroit? Like what's y'all Air One? Like New York City, Harlem, Uptown. We yours in the summertime, shit all year round really, but in the summertime you see us with low top, all white Air Ones. Like what was a must-have?
I would say the same thing. Like that's like a
white ones.
White ones. You know what I'm saying? Niggas, you know, yeah, that's like a must go to. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
I heard y'all was big on Adidas culture back in the day.
Yeah,
like
in the 80s, top 10s, all of that shit. Like a lot of the YBR dudes, or just dudes in period, just was wearing that shit. Adidas. You know what I'm saying? Adidas. Tracksuits. Dive type of hats, you know what I'm saying? All that type of shit.
Yeah, the campaign hats.
Campaign hats, yeah. All that, yeah. For sure. Adidas tracksuits. Yeah. Nike and a bunch of shit, but Adidas was like, was probably, in the 80s, probably like the main shit. Yeah.
Like we had when I went to Philly, when I used to go to Philly, they was big on shell toe Adidas, Stan Smith polo shirts. You know what I'm saying? Like you can tell, like you can put me in a room, and me by just knowing the demographics of what fashion is, I can tell where a nigga from.
Yeah. See, I like a little bit of everything, so. My shit, I try to be kind of different, not different like on some little Uzi and them type different, but just, you know what I mean? If a nigga get a pair of shoes, he might wear them this particular way, or however, you know what I'm saying? Or it might be some shit where I know like, oh, I know a nigga ain't gonna fuck with them, I'm gonna go get those, you know, type shit. Like.
What up, y'all? Back up soon.
But yeah, fashion was.
They say, how could you forget Cartier glasses?
Oh no, hell no, I can't forget. Yeah, you're right. That was my fuck up.
Yeah, let them know, right? Chat, let them know.
Yeah, no, he's right. Definitely. Buffs but back then, before it was the Buffs, it was Woods. Like back then, like when I was going to high school and shit like that, before the Buffs, niggas was wearing wood frame Cartiers. Cause I went to high school with niggas that had them bitches. Niggas was getting jump form and all type of shit. It was just one dude that I used to go to school with. The nigga stayed with Al signs and fucking Woods. I'm talking about like he was like I was going.
Yeah, like, I forgot y'all was heavy on the Wassam levels.
Yeah,
right? Yeah. Cause like here, like we did like I think probably like when they dropped, a couple of guys was on the Wassams, but that was more y'all culture in New York. We did Pele's.
We did too. We did too. Like we wore that shit too. Like niggas like I remember I had a few. Well, I had one for sure, but.
Yeah, niggas was doing the Pele's.
All of that. The wheat Tims, the construction, all that. The east side is it was some dudes like the on the west side though. On the west, dudes is a little bit more known for like, I guess you could say for like fashion. So more for dressing. East side niggas but them niggas is some hustling ass niggas though. Like you go to the east, you will see it, but it's gutted in it around the east. You'll go through the east, you'll be like, God damn, like.
Nah, I did. I seen
For real. I'm talking about like, nigga, this would be a whole, say this the whole block. It might be a house right there.
And
all of that is just number fields.
I know, I see.
Like, I'm talking about for blocks.
For blocks.
Different areas, all through that motherfucker. Like, it's stressing. It's like right now, it's so many little crew of niggas going crazy. I'm talking about niggas laying shit down. Young niggas though, like, I even be getting hit to it. It's this one dude, his YouTube channel called Midwest Rumors, and he be talking about all the shit that be going on in the city. He don't even show his face or nothing. He got some decent little fire content on the level far ass, like, damn, you know what I'm saying, to see what really going on, like, it be certain little news, you be like, damn, what the fuck, but he breaking the whole shit down and all that shit.
Yeah, we got shit like that here too. Yeah. Where like niggas be really in depth in what's going on in the underworld. They be having like the information.
Yeah, like, shit like that, yeah.
But yeah, everything happens, like everything pretty much stay the same, but it just changes in different like perspectives.
Yeah.
But yeah, as I get older, I'm more laid back, you know what I'm saying? Try to vibe, try to stay focused.
Yeah.
What up, y'all? What's up with y'all? Yeah, shout out to King Bimo. Yeah, that was a good look. Super good look for King Bimo. That's all I be wanting niggas to do is do good. Let's get them likes up, man. Good conversation. Yo, plug them, let them know where they can find you at.
Shit, you can find me at Tay Luciano Media on YouTube. Tay Luciano Media on YouTube. And also Tay Luciano on Instagram.
My man got good content. Check him out. Go check out our interview. Just in the park, vibing on a Sunday. People playing their music in the park. I can't tell them to turn it off YouTube, so don't violate me.
So how was it over here in the 80s?
80s and 90s?
Or it's even the early 2000s? Like the 2000s, should I say?
2000s is like, it was like, you knew it was about to be a big transition and shit. You know what I'm saying? Hustle started to change. Like the scamming and all that was really getting heavy. It was, wow, in the 2000s, it was a lot of money on the streets. It was still a lot of narcotics money, still a lot of, you know what I'm saying? It was still a lot, it ain't that much money on the streets no more. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Everybody was trying to get hustling, have fun, party. Like I could name 20 clubs back in 2000 that don't exist no more. None of them exist. You know how you grew up, and you knew your uncles and your cousins went to that spot, and then your older brother. It's not like that. I can't take my younger cousin that's 25 to something I went to when I was 25 because it don't exist no more. Like it used to be like back in the days, they used to have this club called Cheetahs, right?
Yeah.
Cheetahs is right here. You walk out, maybe to your left or to your right, depending on where you were standing. It was Justin's Puff Restaurant. You walk through the parking lot, it was Club Envy. So it was like a night, like nightlife was big here. That's why they always called it the city never sleep. It still don't sleep, but it's just not, you know what I'm saying? Now it's,
But it's different.
Yeah, that's when Manhattan ruled the party, nightlife. Now you gotta go to Queens, places like that, Brooklyn, little outskirts, but for the nightlife is dead in New York. That's why everybody be flying everywhere to go, party in Atlanta, places like that. Now good.
So you said that died out in the 2000s?
Yeah. Like the last party scene where it was relatively a lot of parties was like 2011. Then a lot of clubs start closing. By the time it hit like the 2016s, it was only like relatively strip clubs and hookah lounges. There wasn't no more dance clubs. And even the real prevalent strip clubs closed down, like 200, they closed down Sin City.
That's kind of what happened in the city.
They closed
in Detroit.
down Perfections. You know what I'm saying? A lot of shit closed down.
Yeah.
And they compacting these shits that only fit up to 70, 80, 100 people. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's kind of what happened in Detroit.
Then the regular folks, like only niggas that's going to bust it up in the club is the niggas that's scamming or really getting some real money. The regular Joe figured like this: why the fuck I'm gonna go to the club and spring 200% over the cost price for a bottle of liquor? You know what I'm saying? You go to a club, you might spend $300-400 on a bottle of rosé. When you can go to the liquor store, to the warehouse and get it for $50 a bottle.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But yeah, that's how, people started to smarten up, the nightlife died out. You know what I'm saying? And then, as this new generation rolled in, they more violent than we was. I won't even say they was more violent. They think less than what we did at the time. They act and they think later. Back then we thought, and then, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, hell yeah. It is?
Man, at this age, a nigga just want to get home at night.
Oh, most definitely. Hell yeah. Definitely. You're right about that. Hell yeah.
That's what it's all about, getting this money and going home to your family. All that other bullshit don't even mean nothing. I done did it all. A lot of things I used to think was fun, it's not fun to me no more. So now you gotta find more things to entertain you with.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was live with me. We've been here, what, 30 minutes. That was my boy Tay, man. He just came to New York. I had to chop it up with him, you know.
Yeah, your shit be going up.
Yeah, it's calm. Like, I like to be around nature. I like to be around trees, absorb up other energy. Because when you live in apartment buildings, you're dealing with different frequencies, you know what I'm saying? So,
Are you right about that? Y'all got a lot of dispensaries?
yeah, we got dispensary, Styles Key dispensary right here on Broadway, on 45th. It's called Strands of Life. See, dispensary is just for the people that don't want to deal with the street niggas.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You might have to pay a little more, but you ain't dealing with the headache of a street dealer. The bud game is mad oversaturated now. Everybody got bud.
Yeah, it's not like how it used to be.
Nope. Remember, I used to have that one weed guy on your phone. That was your weed man. He was your He was reliable. This, that, and the third. You know, he might be like, yo, I'll be there in 20 minutes. He was there in 20 minutes. Now you can go outside and everybody got it. Anytime they overpopulate something, it loses the value.
For us, it's shit. I'll say we got enough dispensaries.
Yeah.
So that really like took away. We be having pretty decent bud weed and shit, you know, whatever. For a decent amount of, you know what I'm saying? Like an ounce might be like 100, 120, shit like that, but.
Yeah, the weed game definitely. We used to have weed spots. Like, we used to have spots like Branson, Body Bag, Nuclear, shit like that. And now every little Joe on the block got some bud.
Yeah. Yeah.
Get you some.
That shit all the way there.
Get you some of this cranberry and vodka. Get you some. Cortez, what's up? We ain't doing nothing, Cortez. We just chilling, vibing, you know, talking about life. My boy here from Detroit came to kick it with me before he get back on his flight.
What was it? Not really.
If it's one spot in Detroit that you would say like it's a must-have for us, food, what would you say?
Food? A spot in Detroit, a must. What would you, soul food wise, I'll probably like some shit like that. Nah. Nah. What's that one spot?
You said cornbread? I said cornbreads too.
You say cornbread?
Cornbread.
Yeah.
Yeah, that shit is fire. I went last time
I would say
Detroit. Like cornbreads is fire.
Cornbread, yeah.
And it's another spot. It was more like a diner, but it had good food in it. It was like an upscale, I don't know what it was called.
You said it was like a diner?
Yeah, it was called something.
Yeah, what could that, I'm trying to think.
Not Independence, it was something like that. It was like a diner. Like
where was you at, like downtown?
I'm not sure, I would have to ask. I remember I went to Cornbreads though, but we went to another spot. It was called something. It was called something grill. Yeah, but cornbreads is fire. I like their food. And they was fast. That's the best food. Cornbread.
You say that?
That's a upscale soul food place.
Yeah, I would say that. That's definitely like one of them.
Now, what's a good food spot that might be a hole in the wall? So, like
A hole in the wall?
but got good ass food. Like, we got a spot that opens up like 5 in the morning until like 2 in the afternoon. We call it the Dirty Kitchen. It's a small spot, but their food is good.
I'll probably have to say like a Coney Island or island. I'm trying to really. We got some shit, but I'll have to say like Coney Island.
I mean, you're talking about the one that the one on 6 miles.
Which one? The one on 6 Mile of Myers? Oh, that's it. That is a fire joint. It's one. Then what is that? Nikki's? No. That's what the fuck? That's Leon's. Lines. Yeah, Lines. Lines is a little diner on the west side on 6 Mile and Myers. That's really good. I had to think about it for a minute. I ain't been in there in a while, neither. It's been a while since I've been in there.
What's the top club in the city?
Top club in the city, I probably club. What's that? Club Blue.
Nikki's, Annex.
Yeah, Blue Annex. I always just think about Blue though. That's downtown, right off of Woodward.
That was like the 35.
You know what I'm saying?
Annex, Nikki's, and Blue. That's where like all the things come in.
But like I said, it be the city's so small, so it's been a lot of situations like dead ass where motherfuckers have ran into each other and shit done jumped
spot
up.
down, right?
Oh yeah, like shit like
See, that's for the most part, like East and West. If you got funk with a nigga on the West Side, you really play your side. Like, you might, like, some place where you might run into a nigga at you beef with is like a spot like Ricardo's. Like, that's an upscale steakhouse.
Ricardo.
Yeah, that you'll love the atmosphere there. It's you know, good. It's like, it got a club atmosphere, but it's a food spot. You know, they got good music. The who's who being there, you might bump into a celeb, you never know. It's one of them spots.
Damn. That's tight.
So to really see what the city got to offer, you gotta move around. Like in the summer, if like a lot of people leave New York, they go on vacation. But if you do, and you ain't even trying to spend much money, you'll go to a tournament, basketball tournament, you know, some shit like that, or the pier, you know what I'm saying? Or, you know what I'm saying? Because on Fridays, they had it, you would have loved it. It was over 20,000 people out there, they said.
Damn.
It was the pier on 125th under the bridge. Remember the part in Juice when he was chasing them with the gun and he ran up the stairs? That's the pier right there on 12th Ave. Yeah, down there. And they had a festival. People got the best kebabs, tacos, soul food, Spanish food, Jamaican food, and they got their food trucks out there, and it's just a whole bridge. That shit run from one end, then they had a stage, and then after.
That shit tight.
Yeah.
Man. And you said that's coming up?
It's like every weekend.
Every weekend?
Until the summer end.
Damn. So what other movies they done shot through here? Because I know they probably done shot.
Any Harlem, any movie you can think of. Harlem Nights. Nah, Harlem Nights was taken Hollywood. Like, Sugar Hill, New Jack City, Above the Rim. A lot of TV shows is shot here.
You said a lot of TV shows?
Like, if y'all came in a week, they say y'all came out here like on Tuesday, Wednesday morning, you might see mad Winnebagos out here from that corner to all the way down there. I remember one morning I came out here just to sit out here and chill, listen to my speaker, and they was taping a sitcom called Harlem, and Megan Good had walked right in the park. I was like, oh shit. She came, she took a picture with me and my guys that was out here. They was shooting, they was actually doing to where they was jogging right here. You know what I'm saying?
Damn.
Like, people come to New York and shoot movies because it's still gritty.
Yeah.
That gritty look, you know what I'm saying? You can still find some gritty parts, you know what I'm saying? Then I really see Hollywood work, like, they'll have some shit. Like, they have a big ass prop that can go across this whole building to make it look like it's old. It'll make it look like it's abandoned.
Damn.
It's like some big wood and shit. It'll probably take them 2 days to 3 days to put up, but they had this whole block looking like back in the days. You know what I'm saying? But New York City, that was like 91, 92. That's when it was like, shit was still like, if you look at it, all over there, none of that shit was there. All that shit was abandoned.
Oh, you said all that shit was abandoned?
So when you look at New Jack City and you see the part when they giving out the food to turkeys, that's on that side of the street on that corner. If you look, it ain't nothing but abandoned buildings. You know what I'm saying? The last 25 years is when they start building up shit. That's why everything is gentrified. This park used to be filled with people. A DJ used to be right here. Everybody be sitting all over this shit. But now due to the fact that you got Caucasian people in the neighborhood, like now you'll see 2, 3 in the morning, you'll see like 10 white people, they got their little crew and they just walking their dogs.
Yeah.
You ain't see that shit 25 years ago.
What, 30 years ago? Hell no.
And they the most safest because ain't nobody gonna fuck with them. To fuck with them, you wanna go to jail. The movie Soul Food was not shot in Harlem. I think that was in Chicago.
The movie Soul Food? Oh,
Yeah.
damn. What else is shot?
Who's the man?
Who's the man?
I remember I was little. They was up on Broadway. Like it was a block that had mad abandoned shit. And I seen Criss Cross.
Criss Cross?
I remember one time me and my cousin, we went to some audition for some shit. And it was in the Apollo Theater. And it was like, backstage they had I would say like equivalent to like a balcony. And we went back there to go smoke and shit. We went there for like a movie audition. But we went back there and we looked over the canopy, like over the edge. Man, Redman, DOS Effects, EPMD, all them niggas was out there horse playing around with super circle water guns. When everybody had a Benz, Mercedes, or a truck, we was just like, me and my niggas, we was probably like 14, 15. Like those was our idols, but it was just like we was just smoking, watching them niggas. Like they didn't even know we was up there.
Damn. So that was what, 90s?
Like yeah, like 95, 96. Like it was like watching a video, but live. Seeing them niggas laughing, smoking, joking, shooting each other with water guns. I think it was a concert at the Apollo.
At the Apollo? Most likely, it probably was.
They was in like the parking lot area. I'll never forget that shit. First rapper I ever met was Biz Markie.
Really? When was that?
That shit had to be like 1988, 89, some shit like that. Over by where I just told you at the pier, over there on 125th, where the Cotton Club is at. It used to be a diner, like that's where they take New Jack City at too, in a diner where he was talking about Nino with the upper monster. That was right there on 12th Avenue. But they used to have like little concerts in the pier over there, and I remember I was chilling, and I looked, and I seen this big ass ring. Nigga had the BIZ ring on, and I was with my uncle Shahi and my cousin Matt, and they was like, yo, go say what's up to Biz, and I just walked up to him and said, yo, Biz Mark. He gave me a pound, and it was like a Frank stand, like a Frank vendor there.
Yeah.
And he was like, yo, Shorty, you want a Frank? You want a soda? I was like, yeah, why not? And he was like, yo, give Shorty whatever you want. And I asked for a Welch's grape soda. He said, yo, that's the same soda I drink, Shorty. Right there, like he was walking through all day, and every time he would see me or catch our car, he'd be like, yo, I like you, Shorty. And then that, like years later, that same pier, Video Music Box, like Ralph McDaniels had like a joint over there. And that's the first time I met Nas. This was like when Illmatic first dropped.
Damn. So that was like 94.
Yeah, 94. Yep, 94. I was a little nigga. They take Belly here too.
Belly? The whole movie?
Nah, they take Belly in Jersey. They take it relatively over New York. But the scene when they was in the diner, that's a clothing store now. That was a famous restaurant, M&G's. That was a place like after the tunnel. Late night, you go get the best soul food.
Where was the tunnel at?
Downtown on 28th Street, like 27th, 28th Street downtown.
Oh, damn, for real?
Yeah.
Damn, I wish I could have experienced that shit.
You ever seen the documentary about the tunnel?
About the tunnel? Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll tell you, man, I'm up on all this shit.
Yeah, like the tunnel was like, you'll never experience that type of shit because niggas got
I heard that shit was
like, that's where the place where the gangsters danced.
Yeah, I heard that shit was like, yeah.
Before everything
really
got so
that,
political, sections, this, wherever you stood at was your section. Nigga liable to kick your fucking bottle over because you gotta put it by your feet. You know what I'm saying? Only the brave, and motherfucker, you either to go to the tunnel, you was brave, or you just didn't give a fuck. Or you just want to have a good time. Either way, you was gonna have a good time. Cause it was like Sundays, like it started in the early 90s, but like when Chris Lighty and Funk Flex and all them niggas took over, they started bringing that shit to another, start bringing niggas like DMX, Jay-Z, Snoop Dogg, Dr. Dre, 50 Cent, Busta, they started bringing big heads in that shit.
So how long when did the tunnel start?
Like in you say like 94. It was
So it started in 94.
Yeah, it was an event called Mecca. It was like a little production they was throwing it every Sunday. You know what I'm saying? But then, you know, as time went on, like in mid 90s, the energy of the music started changing. That's when the Ushers and the Masons and all that shit started coming in. So Tunnel, like, the Tunnel, no lie, say if this thing was a block, right? Mm-hmm. Say if this park was a block. Say that's the door right there, that pole.
Yeah.
That shit wrapped all the way around the whole shit. That shit might have, the line might have wrapped around 3 blocks.
Damn.
Like 1 corner, 2 corners. So any given Sunday, you got 4,000 or 5,000 people from all walks of life. Some motherfuckers might have, like I'm telling you, you got all 5 boroughs in the tri-state area. So you got all 5 boroughs plus Jersey, Connecticut.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? New York.
So when did that shit close?
Like in the early 2000s, it started getting out of hand. Like it was getting to where the security can be manipulated to where they was picking and choosing who they was patting down, shit like that. So a couple of shootouts, couple of incidents went down to where they stopped the shit. I think somebody got killed in that shit. Lord, what's up, baby? But yeah, that's what happened.
So they started picking. So it can't. So in the beginning, it was everybody getting stretched out, pat down, but it got to the point where they started picking and choosing. Like
it was like this, right? Niggas knew only real to get in the tunnel with someone. To get in the tunnel with something, them security niggas had to know you was somebody. Like it was like the average nigga coming in with a gun, he might get the shit beat out of him and his gun taken. A nigga that's known on the streets, he might get a pass because that security might not want that action because a nigga might come back and shoot this whole shit up Sunday. You know what I'm saying? So it was like that. So it was just like, it was a lot of, it got to a point where like niggas was getting robbed and that shit. It was like I said, it'd be 3,000 people in a spot.
Damn.
You know what I'm saying? Then it's separate, segregated. Bronx over here, Harlem over here, Brooklyn over here, Long Island, everybody, and then you had motherfuckers that mixed in with everybody. Then you had a 360 bar. Like, imagine a big ass island in the middle of the club. That's a bar. And you got niggas that play the bar all night. Yeah, like, Tunnel was the most legendary club in New York, but you had mad shit. You had Speed, you had the Tunnel, you had Envy, you had Cheetahs, you had Babaloo's, you had Eugene's, you had Amnesia, Mansion, M2, Susie Wong's, Pink Elephant, Club Kane,
These
Duvet.
are all clubs?
These is clubs, Duvet, Temple, Amnesia, Pink Elephant. It was so many different clubs.
Damn.
Like, if you was a party nigga, you can go to 4 or 5 clubs a night. You know what I'm saying? That's why they said this was the city that never sleep. But they closed a lot of them shits. It used to be, sometimes it'd be 3 clubs on 1 block. They have home and mansion to where you can walk through the next door and just be in another club. And you gotta pay another fee because it's a whole different club. Then across the street you got Amnesia. That's the first time I met Usher.
Oh, so that's what Jay was talking about. He said Club Amnesia, the brother.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, he did say that though. I know that.
Then he was like basically telling you how many clubs he's been in. Like he was like Club Amnesia, the Club Amnesia, Peanuts in LA. Like I went to all them shits. I went to Peanuts in LA on a Tuesday. It was a strip club in LA called Peanuts. I went in there on a day where it was no men allowed. I think it was like no men Wednesday or Tuesday, some shit like that. Only niggas that was in there was the security, the bouncers, and me and Clifton Powell, and like big dogs. But I remember the first time I ever drank red Bull and Hennessy, he bought me one. He was like, "What you doing, Angel? What you drinking?" I'm like, "Yo, Pepsi Cola." He said, "Man, all these bitches ain't, nigga, you ain't drinking no Pepsi." But yeah, like New York used to be a party town.
Yeah.
Like people used to come to New York. Club Jimmy's in the Bronx, that's where you will see Fat Joe and them at. Then they had joints that you had to be super tough to go to because you was gonna get in a fight if you went with a crew of niggas. Like Club Rumba.
Club Rumba?
Rumba. We call it Club Rumble because niggas always in there. Club Rumba. Or you had Booms, NYC Booms.
That sound like some shit.
Shit used to be wicked. Then you had shit like you had your spots. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You had your spots, so where you had to be thorough to go up in there.
Like, you had to be all the way.
And it was because there was a lot of money on the streets.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It was a lot of fucking money. So niggas was able to, you know, have fun. But now, you know, niggas started to wisen up. Only the scammers and niggas that's really getting some street money going in the clubs, busting it up.
Yeah. Huh?
The women bathroom on the other side.
Yeah, I know. It's like February, I would say.
But yeah, man. But, yeah, that's my man Tay. We been here like good looking for tapping in today. Yo, Tay, let these niggas know where to find you at.
Oh yeah, once again, Tay Luciano Media on YouTube. Tay Luciano Media on YouTube. You know what I'm saying? So subscribe to the channel.
You know, we had a good Sunday conversation. It's your boy Casa. Until next